Welcome to episode 2 of our attempt to follow the river from Prague to Hamburg without motorised transport.
Oh, what an absolute joke!
We rejoin the hapless city boys in Mělník at the confluence of the Vltava and the Elbe. This was our total distance on day 1, and now we were starting out on a new river, trying to put the failure of the previous night behind us. A failure caused by a 4-mile detour to a bridge that ended up being closed. But there was no way we'd repeat the exact same mistake on day 2, was there?
Did you have a good night's sleep, Dad?
I slept like a rock, yeah.
Shame about the 9:30 checkout time.
Yeah. So we are on the top of the clock tower in Mělník, where the Elbe meets the Vltava. We made it, even if we cheated a little bit at the end.
Oh, don't say that.
Sort of an emergency though. I don't think our hotel would have even let us in if we'd kept walking and got there 2.5 hours later.
They barely let us in when we did turn up.
To be honest, my feet are pretty much ruined, but I think we're going to be hopefully cycling today, aren't we?
Yeah, we're heading to the station because I've read that you can rent bikes at certain stations and drop them off at other stations. So maybe pick up a bike, cycle to Roudnice. First we need to hit a pharmacy because we were basically eaten alive by mosquitoes last night. I'm on a lot of antihistamines just to stop the itching.
We're pretty lucky that there was actually an Uber about in that part of the country at that time of the night.
So let's go find a pharmacy, I guess.
Good idea.
Yeah. This hill on the horizon, by the way, is Reeves, where, according to legend, the first Czechs settled. Mělník train station. I think what yesterday taught us is Hamburg is a long way away, and we need to cycle whenever we can.
I was well aware of that, by the way, from the outset.
Yeah, I concede.
Before I even travelled in.
I was over ambitious. So if they haven't got this cycle rental service I've read about, we're going to be walking again. So let's go find out.
I don't think my feet are physically capable of taking any more walking.
Now we see 2 more recurring themes on this trip. Mainly not being able to find any bike rentals that let you drop off the bike in a different town to the one where you got it. And secondly, my Czech not being very good. I managed to buy 2 train tickets with bicycles, which isn't what we wanted. Then got them refunded and figured out eventually that they don't do the bike rental service between Mělník and Roudnice. So we then wasted far too much time calling up bike rental places and debating the plan for the day. Let's just do the 10. It's a tenner. It's such a saving. 34 quid then for 2 nights of accommodation so far.
So we get a little patch of ground. There's no mat, there's no...
Well, we don't know, maybe.
sleeping bag. Haven't got much choice, have we?
Not really. Even if we can rent a bike from here to Roudnice, it's not going to be today, I don't think. It's 3:45, 3:45.
The next big town is 20-mile walk from here.
So it's now going to take us 2 days to reach Roudnice. The place where I wanted to stop for the night was some kind of food place that was renting out little patches of ground for £10 each. Maybe you could rent tents there as well, I wasn't really clear. That was around here somewhere. Jadams preferred a spot near Liběchov, where there were a few campsites with like cabins and things. So that's where we were headed, but to get there we would need to cross another one of those weird pipeline bridges.
We're looking around on the maps and it turns out that there's a couple of other camping options halfway between here and that sort of tent situation where they have, you know, little cabins with a bed. One company said that we don't need to make a reservation, or the other has been not answering our calls. So we're just going to bite the bullet, and it's what, 10 to 5 now, is that?
Yep.
And it's about 7-8 miles away, and we're just going to head there and hope for the best. But on paper, I would say that if all goes to plan, then this has been a fairly successful day. You know, we said we'd take it a bit easy today. We've had a relatively leisurely day of just drinking coffee, eating. We've actually walked quite a lot, but all pointless, just around Mělník, changing our minds constantly and not knowing what to do. I don't know if I call it a successful day. If we make it there, then it will be okay. But like, what yesterday's taught me is expect the unexpected. Yeah, at the end of the day, we just need to make sure that at the end of this 2.5 hour / 3 hour walk, we have somewhere to stay, and that the bridge we're relying on today is actually open. It doesn't look like a bridge that can be closed, but
We'll see about that. So you know those 3 old German guys with roller skates in all their like spandex gear and helmets and stuff? At that pizza place we were just at, when you were in the toilet, they were chatting with that waiter. They said they come from Hamburg.
Oh.
They head into Prague. They've been only a week getting here from Hamburg. So they're probably doing basically the reverse of what we're doing, just a lot less incompetently.
Well, they're on roller skates.
Yeah, they're on roller skates, they're going a lot faster. But they were like 60 or something. But I think we have discovered, I guess, wheels makes a big difference.
Again, this is another thing that I was well aware of before we started this. I'm glad you're picking these things up as we go along.
But we need to walk some of it. The walking is the whole challenge.
I should probably point out that today we did have the option of hiring bikes from here on the condition that we go all the way to Dresden on them.
Well, we just think that's too easy. We want to get some canoeing involved. We want to walk a fair amount of it.
But I do look forward to getting back on 2 wheels again, not going to lie.
Well, let's just hope we don't end up in an Uber today.
My little toenail gets really sharp, and you know, when it goes to a certain length, one day I'll just take off my sock and my toes will be covered in blood. Great content.
Finally managing to leave Mělník.
You can still see it though. We've just done 2 miles.
Out of 7, not too bad. In how long?
40 minutes.
Yeah, that's alright.
We're going at 3.6 miles an hour. Look.
We've seen there's water on both sides of us. Alright, so we need to turn back again.
Oh, bollocks. That feels really good.
That is a pub, by the way.
Yeah, nah. There's Most Horkovod.
Let's see if it's open. Haven't seen anyone on it yet.
My heart sank then. See like a little red sign.
I can see a little red sign as well, but I think it's on the back railing, not the top railing.
I'm climbing over any cage, anything that tries to come between me and the other side of that river.
Or we just try and build a raft or something.
I'm mounting it. We could flag down any boat that comes past.
We've definitely learned that the main thing is being on the right side of the river.
And yeah, well,
Because you don't get that many chances to cross.
making sure there's a way over the river when there's supposed to be one, which we can't really do until you get there. Every one of these bridges was put in place to lay a pipe over, and before they actually put the pipe there, it could be used as just a bridge to cross the river.
No, I reckon they just built the bridge because the pipe went over, needed to go over there, no? Because that bridge that we tried to go over yesterday was just in the middle of nowhere. There wasn't even a path. It was just grass.
Yeah.
This is open. Thank f for that. It's not open. F off. You serious? Oh, you f***ing serious? Oh my god.
That's it. There were pictures of people with bicycles on this thing.
Again, every map says you can go over the f***ing bridge.
The bridge is closed, the bridge is closed, and back we go. We're bad at this, you know, and the bridge is closed.
But those 2 guys outside that closed pub said there was a pub 2 kilometers away from them. They might have rooms.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point we're just going to have to try and find accommodation on the go, aren't we?
Go, and the goddamn bridge is closed.
It's 6
It's
o'clock.
6:15. We surely got to come across something.
Look how close we are to the...
I know, and you just can't get across.
The bridge is closed. How were we supposed to know where to go, where to go? And the goddamn bridge is closed.
This might sound stupid. Do you reckon we could buy an inflatable rubber dinghy just for crossing? Or 2, I guess we would need.
We definitely could do that.
We'd have to carry them around, though. I guess they're pretty big, even deflated. It'd come in handy. I mean, but then I bet it just wouldn't come in handy again for the rest of the trip after we needed them twice.
We're just going to have to plan the bridges better.
What are you going to say? At this point, we should stay at the tent.
No.
So we headed into Dolní Běškovice in search of a place to stay, or failing that, a rubber dinghy shop.
And that friggin' pipe.
Couldn't waste too much time though, because the place where you could rent a little patch of ground was still quite a way up the river, and it was looking more and more likely that that's where we'd have to stay, unless we could find some other way to get across the river.
Yeah, if this has rooms, then let's not get ahead of ourselves, but it's a big building. Just picture us walking back out with our tail between our legs in about 30 seconds. Dobrý den. Máte tady pokoje? Ne.
So after the infuriating news that we can't cross the river, what we're looking at now on that hill over there is some kind of historic building from Liběchov, which is the town with the
6 campsites that we just can't get to. Unless that guy there, who's half submerged, will take us.
Okay, we
might as well
need to ask this guy.
Dobrý den.
I am so sorry to any Czech viewers for the mangled Czech you're about to hear, but I promise if I'd had some time to think, I could have at least done better than this.
Můžeme zaplatit pro jít tohle strana?
Že chcete převést na druhou stranu?
Jo.
Jako, abych já vás převez? Já?
Jo.
Můžu, ale tam nevylezete na břeh.
He said there's no way to on the other side to dock, basically. Okay, děkuji moc. Díky moc. Naschle, hezký večer.
Oh, that's really disappointing. Just like sitting on a hill over there, laughing at us.
Plenty of docks on this side. Or whatever these are called in English.
He can't just drive us over there and we hop off.
I think you're making it sound a lot more easy than it is based on us having no knowledge of how boats work.
Just drive over there and hop off.
Wow. This is beautiful again though. It's having flashbacks of last night, where it was really beautiful right about the time we were getting to the worst part of the night.
Yeah. Enjoy this while it lasts. What if we get really hungry tonight?
Yeah, we maybe take it with us just in case.
That's a scene. I've never seen one of them before, whatever it is.
Oh, it's a caterpillar, isn't it? Beautiful place to stop for a pint, if we had any time.
So we ploughed on, using Jadams' German and my mangled Czech to call hotels and campsites up ahead, but there was no room at the inns.
Alles ist okay. Okay, kein Problem. Dankeschön. Ciao. No, it's all booked. It's like some kind of fisherman's camping.
Ne máte, okay. Okay, díky. Naschle.
So we got a room, right?
All the while, Jadams, still dreaming of a cabin for the night rather than a patch of grass, had his eye on the river, looking out for any boat that he might be able to flag down to hitch a lift to the other side.
Oh, hi, Dad. You're right.
And then...
Really?
Is that a yes?
Because we need to go to Liběchov.
Liběchov?
Is over there.
Yeah.
We can walk from here, but if you wouldn't mind taking us to the other side of the river, that would be amazing. All right, thank you so much.
That would be.
Děkuji.
Wow. Okay, so, but we are quite far from Liběchov now.
We're nowhere near far enough for it to be a problem. We're closer. We're closer than the other place.
Oh. Bye bye.
I didn't expect to be doing this.
Do you live around here?
Yeah, we live in Podlačí, in Dolní Beřkovice.
There aren't enough bridges over this river. I really hope we find somewhere to stay here now. Because this has been a massive uptick in my optimism.
Well, we've got a lot more options there. That's what we need.
We're actually sticking to our rules as well, not using a motor.
Although
We're not doing
we're not rowing, so we're trying to get from Prague to Hamburg without using any like engines or like cars.
Yeah, I think it's possible. Go down by a river.
We really appreciate this though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's really saved us.
Do you do this a lot with your family? You go on the river and
Yeah, and fishing.
fishing?
Jak se jmenujete?
My name's Čestmír.
Čestmír. That's a good Czech name.
It's like honor and peace. Čestmír.
Honor and peace. Is there a technique to this?
Well, thank you so much.
See you.
Thanks a lot. Děkuji moc.
I would shake your hand if I could.
Legs.
Just jump, I guess.
Now jump. Okay.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Amazing. Děkuji moc. Hezký večer. I can't believe that. We're on the right side.
Our saviour. He's like the Uber driver from last night.
I don't know what just happened. We're going to do that little wooded bit after the tunnel. I've not been from the tunnel actually.
Oh yeah.
You looked at my arm. There's a little tiny baby spider crawling up it. Oh, there's another one.
I'm not laughing.
Anyone who knows that was on my f***ing head. Anyone who knows me knows I hate spiders. And I got the one off my arm and then realised there was about 4 or 5 crawling at my socks and my legs. These little baby spiders. I basically ran up the hill, threw my cap, shoes and socks off. Got most of them, except for the one in my hair apparently.
Well, they love you, Dav, because none of them came after me.
I don't. Is it mosquito? I put a load of mosquito repellent on about 3 or 4 minutes ago. Someone let us know in the comment. Is that made of like spider pheromone or something to scare flies away? Because if so, I'll take the f***ing mosquito bites again. Everything was going so well.
Well, in my
It's a
book.
plague of spiders.
Oh, and we're about to get attacked by dogs.
Okay. Overall, good day. There's spiders at the end.
Bit cheeky, I know, to use those crying face emojis for Jadams not wanting to sleep on the floor before having that very manly reaction to a little spider. But hey, editor's privilege.
It's effective front gate. Oh, it's locked.
I can't get over that boat. The chances of him docking more or less exactly where we needed him.
So we'd somehow made it to Liběchov, and then we headed for what turned out to be the only campsite that was open, which was this little family-run place. We asked for a couple of cabins, and the friendly kid on reception went off to ask his nan if that was okay, and luckily she said yes. And these things were like time capsules. It sort of took me back to visiting elderly relatives as a kid, but they were a bargain, and we had beds and Up the hill in the woods, there was sort of a bug-infested toilet block up a slippy staircase. And some very public showers. But the main issue with having a shower was when we asked for towels. We got tea towels. But the place had a rustic charm and we were very happy to find it. So after settling in, we headed into Liběchov to try and find some hot food and cold Czech beers. First pub, closed. Saturday, Sunday, closed. What, literally crickets? There's got to be a pub somewhere.
Oh, my legs are really seizing up. I'm walking like some fucking old timer who's just had a knee replacement. 2 knee replacements.
Well, at least if we don't find any beers, we won't have to clamber up those steps to the toilet or piss in a bottle too many times. It helped me sleep though.
Oh,
You know,
you okay?
mind the gap. This hotel is open, but it looks a bit fancy through the window. See if they turn away a few BO stinking travellers. There's a wedding on there, so no beer. So the last option is not an option.
I mean, literally, if these cabins weren't available, we wouldn't have had any other option.
So, tea time.
We got protein bars, we got energy gels, Kendall mint cake. I am so glad we had a random lunch of pizza and pasta today.
How would you sum up the day?
Well, I mean, like I said earlier, on paper, it's actually been a massive success.
And we got beds for a tenner.
Yeah, I mean, there's no beer, there's no electricity in here,
Well, yeah, there's no electricity we can use.
no plugs, and first world problems, and tiny little towels that I don't think we're going to waste our time using.
I don't think you could dry yourself with a tea towel.
You don't look like you need an actual towel.
Hey, these are super absorbent towels.
It's the way that she presented them to us, kind of not expecting us to be remotely surprised. And then when you asked,
I was like, because it was all in Czech, so I wasn't sure, like maybe they misunderstood. I was like, oh no, for showering. She's like, yeah. So we're probably not going to end up showering, which means we're going to stink. These huts are really warm. You can't see, but also there's so many bugs that I don't really want to keep the windows open. But we paid a tenner.
Tomorrow we're aiming to get to Rodnice, I think, aren't we?
That shower's going to be a long time coming. Just imagine getting to Rodnice with like restaurants and shit at like midday. And, coffee and beers and showers.
Okay, yeah. So are you suggesting we set off at balls o'clock tomorrow? We're talking maybe 6 or 7 a.m. I think I'm up for that, actually. I think I am.
So what with the heat and the bugs and spiders, I was pretty sure I was basically not going to be sleeping that night. And with our plan now in place to get up at balls o'clock and make it the rest of the way to Rodnice, tomorrow was going to be a long day. So we'll finish this episode here. Managed to get almost 16k in on day 2 after a painfully slow start, and not including about 5k of wandering around looking for a pub because I forgot to stop recording, which gives us this new total. So make sure you come back for day 3, which was going to be the hardest and most scenic day of the trip so far.